Alright, I just wanted to do a quick video showing you guys my method for rooting figs from cuttings. So I'm going to walk you through the process that I did to take this. This was just a fig cutting about 2 months ago. And now look at all those roots that I have, and this is going to be a whole new fig plant for me this year. So I'm going to walk you through the process that I use, what successes and failures that I've had, and some of the different products and things that I use. So I'll get right into it here. These are pretty much all of the products and things that I use. And I'll put a link to where you guys can buy some of this stuff in the description if you want to check out the Amazon links. But basically, I just have these tubs like this. And this is what I'm going to use for rooting the figs. Okay, so the first thing is you need good pruning shears. You're going to take cuttings from your fig tree in the late fall into the early winter before it gets really cold and kills them off. So you're going to take cuttings, maybe about 6-inch long cuttings from your figs, like you see I have here. And then I just got these containers from the dollar store, and I filled them about halfway with some play sand. You can just use any kind of sand. I just get the light play sand for that. And I mist it. You need a mister. You always want to keep this moist. So what I did was I took the cuttings, I dipped the rooting end in a rooting hormone. You can use a rooting hormone similar to this. This is the one I used. But there's a lot of good ones. I'll link to some of those in the description. But this just helps it to root out and develop the roots faster and better. So I dipped the end in the rooting hormone. And then I just laid them on here. And it looks like I've had almost 100% success. I will count all these up for you guys at the end of the video. But I did the 2 tubs, and I had almost 100% success on just getting the roots for these guys. As you can see, some are a lot bigger than others, but almost all of them have roots. So basically what I did is I just put them in here. I just laid them on top of the sand. I closed these up. I misted them, and then I just put these in a warm, dark place. Like I just put them in my pantry in my kitchen. But you can put them in indirect sunlight, like just a light sun location. You do not want to put these in full sun, because what happens if you put them in full sun is they leaf out with a lot of leaves, but they're not building the roots good. So I put these in a dark place actually, and I would just open them up about once a week. And I would mist them, and then I would close it up. And this has been about 2 months, and almost every single cutting has roots on it now. So the next step for me is I'm just going to take these out, and I'm going to pot them up into some actual potting mix. I'll show you guys what I'm using. I'm using the perlite, which is like this white stuff. It's very fluffy. It drains really good. And I'm using a 50-50 mixture of that and the sphagnum moss. You can also do cocoa core, which works really good. These are both really light, airy. They drain really well. You don't want to just put these into like some hard dirt. You want to put them into light, airy, something that drains really well. And so I'm going to pot a couple of these up, and I'll show you guys what I'm doing for my next process. Okay, so the first thing, I'm just going to pick a couple of the ones that have the most roots. And if they don't have very many roots, I'll leave them in here longer. But the ones with a lot of roots like that, I'm going to pot up, and I'll show you guys the next step on this, okay? All right, so I took it over to my sink. I mixed it up about 50-50. Does not have to be exact, but about 50-50. And then added water. You want it damp, but not too wet. So there we go, guys. I just potted up 3 of these. Just to save space, I put 3 in one of these small pots. And I did a 50-50 mixture of the sphagnum moss and the perlite. And I got it damp. You don't want it soaking wet, but I got it kind of damp. I mixed it up really well. And as you can see, I put it in there. And I'm going to cover it. You can get these 1-gallon Ziploc bags. These work great to make little domes out of. And I'll show you how that works. But get these 1-gallon bags. and it'll hold the humidity in here. And then every week or so, you just want to open it up and mist it. You could mist it every couple of days, but if you forget a couple of days, that's okay. And I wanted to mention, I did trim back some of the growth that I had on the tops. And why did I do that? Because I'm not focusing right now on a ton of extra growth. I did leave at least one growth bud on the tops, but right now we want to build more root system, so you don't need a lot of growth on the top right now. Put this in an indirect light. You don't want this in direct light. You want it maybe in a partially shaded area and indirect light. And we're going to keep it in the humidity dome. I'll show you how that works. You want a pot that will fit about the same size, and it doesn't have to be sealed tight, but you put your 1 gallon Ziploc bag over top like that, and that's going to hold the moisture in here. It's going to make it like a greenhouse. These are really going to grow well. And I'll put it in a partially shaded, partially sunny area. And that's going to be it for this video. But if you check back on the channel, I will have an update video down the line as to how these are doing for you guys. So I'm going to end the video with that. If you guys got something out of this video, give a thumbs up. If you have any questions, concerns, what's working for you, what's not working for you, let's talk down in the comments. And I just wanted to end with this. I'll tell you guys, don't worry so much about getting it perfect. Figs are super easy to root. I wanted to bring you over here and show you this one right here. These are some fig cuttings. I don't know if I can get it on the video. These are some fig cuttings that I just simply stuck in this house plant, and they're growing, okay? Now, if you don't feel like doing anything else, you can try to do that. I think I might have used rooting hormone and just stuck a few in my house plants here and there, and some of them are growing. It's not 100% success rate, but if you don't have any other time, you can just try doing that, and you will get success with figs. Now, obviously, other fruit is a lot harder. Figs are one of the easiest to propagate, but I will also have on my channel down the line some other video tutorials on how to propagate other things, how to graft. I'm going to be grafting a lot of apples, peaches, pears, etc. Coming up this spring into this summer, and so make sure you're following and subscribe to the channel for that, guys. I'll put links in the description on all the products that I use and that I recommend. And I will see you guys on the next video. God bless you, and thanks so much for watching. And I know I told you guys I would give you the final numbers. Out of 21 total cuttings, I had 17 that actually have roots and 4 that do not have roots yet. However, if I leave those 4 in longer, which I'm gonna do, I believe that they will produce more roots. So with those 4, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the bottom. I'm going to reintroduce some rooting hormone on the bottom of those, and I'm going to put them back in the sand again. And I bet I will even get those to root because they're not dead. They're just slow going. So that's the update on that. 17 out of 21. Do you like my background tunes? This is my little retro Bluetooth mini speaker. I love having this thing. It just takes a little micro SD card and it's rechargeable, and I just like having it playing in the background of my videos, just around the house. You can load it with whatever kind of relaxing music you like. If you guys think that's cool, I'll put a link to where you can buy these in the description.